rushed into the cafe, completely soaked from the rain. He shook the water from his jacket and accidentally splashed Emily's table. "Oh my God. I'm so sorry," he said. Emily looked up and saw a handsome boy with deep brown eyes. "It's okay," she laughed. The boy smiled. "I'm Jake." Emily. Neither of them knew that this simple introduction would change their lives forever. Over the next few weeks, Jake kept appearing at the cafe. At first, they exchanged small talk, then conversations became longer. They talked about movies, dreams, childhood memories, and places they wanted to visit. Emily learned that Jake wanted to become a photographer. Jake discovered that Emily dreamed of becoming a writer. One evening Jake looked at her and said, "You know, I've never met anyone who makes rainy days feel brighter." Emily blushed. For the first time, her heart skipped a beat. Spring arrived. Jake and Emily spent every weekend together. They walked through parks, shared ice cream, watched sunsets, took silly pictures, laughed until their stomachs hurt. One evening near the river, Jake gently held Emily's hand. Neither of them pulled away. At that moment, both realized they were in love. But neither was brave enough to say it. One afternoon, Jake arrived at the cafe looking worried. "Emily, I need to tell you something." Her smile ice appeared. "My family is moving to New York next month." The words hit her like a storm. "What?" "It's not my choice." Emily tried to smile. But inside, her heart was breaking. For the next few weeks, they spent every possible moment together, both pretending everything was okay, even though it wasn't. The night before Jake's flight, heavy rain covered the city. Emily received a text. "Meet me at our cafe." She ran through the rain. Jake was waiting outside. Soaked, nervous, smiling. Before Emily could speak, Jake said, "I love you." The world seemed to stop. The rain faded into silence. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I love you too." Jake pulled her into his arms. For the first time, they kissed. Under the rain. Under the city lights. Under a sky that finally knew their secret. Jake moved to New York. Emily stayed in London. Thousands of miles separated them. They called every night, sent photos every day, wrote long emails, but distance was hard. Sometimes they argued, sometimes they cried. Sometimes they wondered if love could survive across an ocean, yet neither gave up, because real love doesn't disappear when things become difficult. 2 years later, Emily became a successful author. Jake became a professional photographer. One day Emily was invited to a book event in New York. As she entered the hall, she froze. Jake stood across the room. Older, more handsome, still smiling the same way. Without thinking, Emily ran toward him. Jake caught her in his arms. "I missed you every single day," he whispered. Emily smiled through tears. "So did I." A year later, Jake took Emily back to the cafe where they first met. The same table, the same window, the same rain. He got down on one knee, holding a small ring. "Emily Carter, will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes. "Yes." The cafe erupted into applause. Outside, rain gently tapped against the glass, just like the day they met. And as Jake slipped the ring onto her finger, Emily realized something beautiful. Sometimes the greatest love stories begin with a simple hello and a rainy day.